We all started our business so we could do what we want whenever we want. And that's one of the biggest lies that are told to aspiring entrepreneurs. Even guys like Alex Hermosi wouldn't say, I get to do whatever I want whenever I want. Maybe he would now after being worth 9 figures, but in the early stages, you don't start a business in order to be able to do what you want when you want. That comes many, many years later. We're talking when you're doing 50 mil plus in profits, all right? So that doesn't come, all right? You only get to do what you want, when you are willing to do the things that other people aren't when you don't want to be doing them. So many people get that backwards. They think, I'm gonna start this business and do what I want when I want. No, it's actually the reciprocal. I'm gonna start this business and do what others won't so I can get what others can't, so that later on I can do what I want when I want. Business is not easy. It's truthfully one of the hardest things I've ever done. I love my wife. We have a great marriage. Marriage is definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. It's a lot of dying to self. Business is right there. A lot of dying to myself as well. We can't live by the reciprocal of the Walmart principle. The customer's always right. Colin's not always right. The business owner isn't always right. There's a lot of give and there's a lot of take. There's a lot of hard conversations. Communication needs to be like your number one skill set. You need to be able to communicate via marketing to your customers. You need to be able to communicate in a sales process. You need to be able to communicate to your team. You need to be able to communicate in your hiring ads in order to get people to want to work for you. You need to be able to communicate throughout the entire process once somebody becomes a paying customer of yours. Communication is absolutely pivotal, and we all have to become communication majors if we want our business to actually reflect the business we want it to be. So our head has got to be down and nose to the grindstone for years. You can't just do this thing where you show up, work, punch in at 8, leave at 4, like, woohoo, I'm good. All this money coming in, I'm buying this boat, I'm buying a jet ski, I'm buying a hot tub, whatever. Like, no, don't do that. I did it. I did all that stuff, all right? I had the motorcycles, I had the boats, I had all of it, the cool cars. I did it all, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun, but at the end of the day, I was breaking the business, right? I was just leveraging the business and taking the debt off of that and yeah, cool, it's all paid for, cool. I bought a bulldozer, I bought a dump truck, I bought all this other cool stuff, right? Bought land, I did real estate, you name it. The business had money, it was mine to spend, and I was gonna spend it. And it killed me, all right? Almost killed me. I got to a point where now I'm like, I don't really like debt. Now, yes, there's proper debt leveraging, but I'm over that, right? I'm past that stage of my life. It is all about profitability and building a team and paying them really, really freaking good, right? And that's what we're after. We serve at a very high level and we get paid at a very high level. That's it. That's the game. That's what we play. But I didn't get there overnight. I didn't get there by taking 2-week vacations all the time and just disappearing. I would take a 2-week vacation with the lone goal of it breaking stuff in my business so I could get back and go harder and figure out how to fix it so I could take another vacation and see what breaks on that. All right, I took vacations with intention so that it would break the business and I could see what needed to be fixed. That was it. It's nose to the grindstone. I'm gone on these vacations and I'm checking KPIs, I'm checking stuff and oh crap, all right, I'm gone and I'm watching the sales closing rate go down. I'm watching the average ticket go down. I'm watching production go down. Okay, all right, what's happening here? And I'm able to dig in. I'm calling and doing interviews with my team and hey, what's going on here? Are you seeing this? I'm listening to the recordings of the sales calls. I'm oh, okay, they think because boss man's gone, I'm not listening to these recordings. We're gonna figure this thing out, all right? That's what it's about, is putting the nose to the grindstone. You gotta be willing to do today what others won't, so you can win like others can't, so that eventually you can do what you want when you want. but it's not a, hey, you know what, I'm pretty good at this gutter or this garage door or this roofing thing. Like, I'm gonna start my own business so I can do what I want when I want. It doesn't happen that way. You're gonna work harder than you ever have for the next, as long as it takes. I'm 10 years in, right? I'm 10 years in and I'm still putting in 50, 60 hours a week. And that's, like, I could be putting in more, all right? But I prioritize my family. So I'm only doing 50 to 60 hours per week, and it's still a lot. My business is not where I want it. My business is not perfect. And truthfully, I don't think I could go away for a month and have it still continue on the upward trajectory. I think I could, it would maintain, and it would be good, and maybe continue to grow a little bit, but would it be the same rate of growth that it is right now? I don't think so. So if you're looking to start a business and you want to do it the right way, you're willing to put your nose to the freaking grindstone and bust your tail for the next 5, 10, 15 years to build something so that later on in life you can do what you want when you want, let's talk. I would love to help you with that. Get you minimum inside of our community with a bunch of other people trudging in that same path. We'll talk to y'all next time.